Hi, I'm John Craven with BevNet, and we're here at the 2015 Expo West show, and I'm at the Temple Turmeric booth with Daniel. Thanks for joining me.
Pleasure, buddy. Glad to have you.
So Temple Turmeric, new name, anything else changed?
We are releasing 4 new items here at the show, but essentially the core formulas are the same.
And I guess, let's get a little insight into this rebrand. What was sort of the reason to rebrand? I mean, it seemed like things were working pretty well with Turmeric Alive, so.
Yeah, well, I think what we really were hoping to do is connect on a deeper level with our audience, with our consumers, with the industry, and Temple reflects our heritage and our DNA a lot better than Turmeric Alive does.
And is that something, I guess, that's really more for like the future, or does it, was there an issue with connecting now, or what was sort of the motivation for like right now?
So Temple for us is all about an awareness of the body as a temple and that kind of core value of purification. And it's a new kind of voice for us. Essentially it was the same concept and the same kind of messaging from the beginning, but now there's a deeper kind of meaning behind it for the consumer.
And I guess, as this process was taking shape, I guess you've mentioned that there was sort of the discussion of keeping turmeric in the name or not. The company's still about turmeric. Is that something that, limits you at some point having the name in there? Or, what was sort of the thought process with keep it or take it out?
Great question. So we actually feel that keeping turmeric in the name helps to kind of own the segment even further, and certainly builds on the SEO, search engine optimization of it. But Temple Turmeric is a beautiful name. The phonetics are wonderful. There's strong alliteration. There's strong consonant sounds. So, it just feels perfect to us.
And what about the actual turmeric? You've got your hand of turmeric here. I saw also that you had trademarked, I think, Awana, right?
Right.
So what's going on with that?
So we have a proprietary varietal of Hawaiian volcanic organic turmeric that we work with, and we're really proud of the traceability to the soil and the farmers that we work with. We've been with the same farmers since day one. So when we started with these guys, we were doing about 300 pounds of turmeric. And now we're doing over 100,000 pounds annually with them. The special thing about this variety is that it's so rich in curcumin, which is the active phytochemical in turmeric. And if you look at the world's predominant supply chain of turmeric, it's mostly coming out of Southeast Asia. It's a yellow Indira varietal. Our Hawaiian Awana varietal has 4 times the curcumin, 20 times the beta-carotene, and then multiple times all the other vitamins and minerals. Magnesium, manganese, zinc, iron. So it's super special. And then on the palatability side, it's really delicious, whereas the world's predominant varietal is very pungent, medicinal, it's bitter. It doesn't really work in harmony with the other ingredients. So ours is a perfect fit for the platform of our drink, and it's delicious and highly functional.
So the fact that you've trademarked it and you've got that whole, speech kind of, obviously you've said that a few times before, which I think is great, by the way. How much is the story of Temple Turmeric going to be about that? That doesn't seem like it's really been in the forefront before.
Yeah, and so part of this whole Temple experience is that new voice of bringing to life the volcanic traceability, the experience of working with salt of the earth, domestic farmers, so Hawaiian farmers supporting, our farmers internally, not sourcing out of the country, and then the traceability transparency is huge. So it's really exciting. It really enriches the journey to be able to connect on such a deep level, with the harvest.
And I guess shifting gears a little bit here, you guys, raised money a little while back from Boulder Brands. Can you give us a little update on how that's working out?
It's just been amazing. It's been such a pleasure. Probably one of the greatest joys of my career is working with Boulder Investment Groups. These guys, they are very particular about who they work with. They only pick the highly innovative, disruptive, on-trend brands that are out there. And then even deeper than that, it's more about a cultural fit for them. It's more about, are these people that they want to grow with and enjoy the journey with? And it's really like family. Hanging out with these guys, it's just one of the coolest parts of the experience.
So this year at the show, it's been pretty interesting just seeing, turmeric pop up in a bunch of other products, cold pressed juices and stuff like that, where, the company isn't about the ingredient, but it clearly is an ingredient that companies feel is, marketable at this point. Is that something that you've noticed? Do you think there's sort of, some legs to stuff like that out there?
Yeah, it's a great question. Turmeric is 10,000 years old. So it's been around. It is an integral part of life in so many cultures, and it's really a health-giving adaptogen is what they call it, which means it creates balance in the human body. So it's interesting to see that 10,000 years later, it's finally starting to be very much on trend, even though it's been around forever. In terms of the industry and what other people are doing with turmeric, like I said, this varietal is so unique and so magical, and we kind of own the supply chain to the volcanic soil with the Hawaiian Awana turmeric. So it kind of insulates us against competition, but at the same time, our position is that we're the originators in drinkable turmeric. And so our goal really is to facilitate the highest quality turmeric to the people. And if other brands are doing the same thing, then they're accomplishing our goal for us.
I guess they're introducing people to what you're selling, right?
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
Awesome stuff. Well, thank you very much, Daniel. It's been great insight, and hope you guys have a good show.
Awesome. Thanks, John.